Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to my StarCraft playthrough. Today, it is finally time to jump into the Legacy of the Void campaign. I have literally received hundreds of messages and YouTube comments and tweets and everything asking, Lowko, when are you gonna get started with the Legacy of the Void campaign? It is right now. We're gonna be jumping into the prologue. I could not be more excited because for the very first time, I finally understand the storyline of StarCraft.
For nearly 300 years, humans thought they were alone in the Cthulhu sector. They were wrong. The Zerg emerged, seeking to consume all in their path, and before long, the Protoss, a highly advanced alien race, began wiping out infested worlds, burning Zerg and Terran alike. A three-way war, unlike anything humanity had ever faced, erupted almost overnight.
I've never seen this before.
All the while, a human civil war raged. Marshal Jim Raynor vowed to oppose the corrupt dictator Arcturus Minsk for the betrayal of the woman he loved, Sarah
So this is a full recap of the entire story so far.
Arcturus, don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now.
Kerrigan, a loyal operative, was left to die at the hands of the Zerg. But the Zerg had other plans. They transformed her and unleashed her psionic power upon the Cthulhu sector, searching for their real objective, the Protoss homeworld of Ire. The Protoss were unaware of this danger and slow to respond. Their rulers, the Conclave, had dispatched Executor Artanis to hunt for Tassadar, a commander who had refused to wipe out infested Terran worlds. They crossed paths with a Dark Templar mystic, whose kind was considered heretics by the Conclave.
Good old
Through
Zeratul.
great effort, Zeratul convinced Tassadar and Artanis that he was not their enemy. Together, they rallied more Protoss from both factions against the Zerg. Despite the Conclave's fury, they achieved significant victories against the Swarm. But when Zeratul struck down one of the Overmind's Cerebrates, his own mind was left vulnerable. From his thoughts, the Overmind gleaned Ire's true location, and the Swarm descended upon the Protoss homeworld with all their might and fury. It was Tassadar who kept the Templar from extinction that day, using the power of both the Templar and the Dark Templar. He sacrificed himself to kill the Overmind. Ire was lost, but Artanis led the survivors to the Dark Templar's homeworld of Shakuras. Old prejudices were set aside. The Templar were now in the Dark Templar's debt. Without the Overmind, the Swarm fractured. Kerrigan sought control of all the Zerg, even enlisting the aid of old friends and enemies like Raynor, Minsk, and Zeratul. Once her rule was uncontested, the Queen of Blades betrayed them all. Billions of humans and Protoss were killed.
The StarCraft 1 campaign, the story of it is incredible.
The war seemed to end there.
Even if you haven't played it at this point, you
Suspected
should.
the Zerg had fallen under the control of dark forces. He uncovered prophecies stating that an ancient entity, Amon, was attempting to merge Protoss and Zerg lifeforms into an unholy hybrid, and that this evil might already have control of Kerrigan and her power. It was during this time that Executor Artanis, hailed as a hero, was made leader of both the Templar and the Dark Templar. As Hierarch, Artanis united both factions and promised to one day reclaim the glory they had lost on Ire. Raynor had vowed to see Kerrigan dead, but his retaliatory strike failed. Even his rebellion against Manx's tyranny proved ineffective against the Dominion's propaganda machine. But with the arrival of old friends and mysterious new allies, Raynor revived his campaign against the Dominion, scoring major victories on multiple fronts. But Zeratul warned him about the encroaching darkness, and said the key to stopping Amon was the Queen of Blades. She was needed alive. In a daring raid on the Zerg homeworld of Char, armies from the Dominion and Raynor, with help from Arcturus' son Valerian, used an ancient Zelnaga artifact to neutralize Kerrigan's power and free her from Amon's grasp. the Queen of Blades was helpless. The Dominion wanted her dead. Raynor couldn't allow it.
Now we've arrived at Heart of the Swarm. I can't believe I've never seen this. This is honestly really good.
Okay. I got you.
They're really speeding through some of this though.
Offered them sanctuary, but his father could not let this opportunity pass. During the raid, Kerrigan and Raynor were separated. Kerrigan escaped, while Raynor...
He was briefly interrogated and summarily executed.
Kerrigan sought vengeance. She set out to reclaim her position as Queen of Blades. With Zeratul guidance, Kerrigan gathered the Zerg broods and ruled the Swarm once again. Only this time, free.
The killing will never stop. Until Minsk is dead.
Kerrigan began dismantling the Dominion's military, one mission at a time. To her surprise, she learned that Raynor was still alive. She chartered a course to Korhal, Minsk's stronghold. Despite encountering his best troops and traps, she personally ended his life. But there was little time to celebrate. Amon's plans were still unfolding. Kerrigan left Raynor to rebuild, while she hunted her true enemy. Raynor and Valerian Minsk set about reforming the Dominion, with a just government. With the Zerg and Terrans quelled, Hierarch Artanis saw an opportunity. He declared that the unified Protoss, Templar and Dark Templar alike, would retake Ire. Any dissenting voices went unheard amid the hope for reclamation. Zeratul set off alone, searching for the truth, hoping against hope that the Hierarch was not making a terrible mistake.
Alrighty. And that's where Legacy of the Void begins. It's time for us to jump into the Whispers of Oblivion, the prologue to Legacy of the Void. Only choose Brutal if you're an expert at StarCraft. Well, you know what? I think we can do it. I think we can handle it. Whispers of Oblivion. It is an era of great uncertainty. The Dark God, Amon, has been reborn on an unknown world, heralding doom for all life in the Cuprulus sector. Before returning to his people to face their judgment, Zeratul scours the galaxy to find a way to stop the coming darkness. In this late hour, he seeks the last fragments of an ancient prophecy that could provide a ray of hope. So if I'm not mistaken, right? There are a ton of cutscenes in Legacy of the Void.
As it was foretold,
This should be good.
Amon, the Dark God, lives again. If any hope remains for our galaxy, it lies in the hands of the Zelnaga. Only one piece of the prophecy remains unfulfilled. That on the world where Amon was reborn, the last light will be revealed. There is one being who knew that location. A creature
He's dead!
known as Samir Duran.
We did that, or Kerrigan did.
Or to the Terrans, as Narun.
Maybe that was a
In
mistake.
the system hides a long-forgotten Mobius facility. I must hope his secrets still rest within its walls.
Zeratul and the Void Seeker.
It is a great honor. I am Praetor Talus, and I humbly request your aid. An unknown force has been abducting Templar from our colony worlds. My forces and I have managed to track them to a Terran facility, but we are under attack by the Swarm.
The Swarm? I'm on my way, Talus. May Adun hide you until I arrive.
Hey guys, quick question. Why does Zeratul have nipples if Protosses don't have mouths?
Our brethren are being held prisoner across the complex. We must free them before the Swarm
Maybe
overwhelms
someone
the
knows.
facility.
Let me know in the comment section.
Zeratul. I thought I sensed your presence. Let's not mince words. Why are you here?
This place holds information I seek, and my captured brethren. I intend to free them both from the Terran's grip.
This facility is a breeding ground for Amon's hybrid army.
Not the banelings on the
Swarm
wall.
will embrace it.
Oh my god, Kerrigan.
But I know that won't stop you. So let me make this clear. Stay out of our way, Zeratul.
Kerrigan is helpless without me. It's obvious.
Do not fear.
I'm the Overmind.
In this fight, Talos. If we are swift and clever, we can avoid the swarm.
Alrighty.
Very well. I have made our nexus point ready for your arrival.
Ooh, we have a lot of things already. A primary proto structure. It warps in
The
probes.
captive Templar are kept just ahead. Ready your blades, warriors.
Alrighty, so we need to free the captive Protoss. This should be a really good campaign though, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to this. So I plan on uploading episodes once again every second to third day or so.
will send the swarm to destroy the station's reactor. We must free our brothers before that happens.
The voice of the eclipse.
Okay.
Prelate, we will need to cross the swarm's attack
2 hives!
to reach the captives.
Oh my god.
Move forward only when it is clear. Avoid the Zerg's forces at all costs.
I can't believe it, man. Look at Kerrigan going for the double hive build. For those of you curious, that is not indeed a thing. Anyway, really looking forward to this one. There should be so many great memories here and great moments coming up. Now, like I said, I never quite really understood the story of StarCraft very well when I first played through this. So once again, I have played through all of the missions at some point. I just never really quite understood them. Plus, I'll be honest with you, I don't really remember a whole lot. I may have played this once upon a time, but I'm not sure.
The swarm gathers for an attack. Warriors, stay clear of the Zerg's path.
Okay. So, yeah, I need to cross that path probably.
Minions, push forward. Slay these hybrid thralls to the last.
Alrighty. Yeah, so I definitely don't want to engage Kerrigan's Zerg there. And apparently she is slowly gonna make her way towards the station reactor, and we lose if we end up, if we end up losing that part. Okay, let us go ahead and grab the second gas right from the get-go. It's actually pretty interesting. When I first started up my Warcraft 3 playthrough back in 2017, I wasn't entirely sure how many people would be interested in such a playthrough, because committing to like, you know, 50 to 60 or so episodes is kind of a lot. And, you know, if halfway through everyone got bored, that would, you know, kind of suck, because obviously I'm committed. I can't stop a playthrough series halfway through, right? So, you know, I was a little bit hesitant of starting up these really long playthrough series on YouTube initially, but I'm not gonna lie, after obviously I've wrapped up Warcraft 3, including the Frozen Throne and everything as well. And for those of you curious, there's links down below to the playlist of those videos in the description of these videos as well. But basically, I jumped into the original StarCraft campaign, well, StarCraft Remastered that is, and then eventually, we now arrived in StarCraft 2 as well, but it's really good to see so many of you.
Glory to our master.
It's so good to see so many of you enjoying this. Looks like we have charge though, and these, oh my god, these are like the Vikings from the Heart of the Swarm campaign, or from the trailer. Hey, look at that, I can already make, alright, Dark Templar, robotics, let's make one Robo, yeah. Double Robo,
Gathering. They will surely attack soon.
Considering there are likely gonna be some flyers here, I should get some stalkers. Hey, by the way, I assumed that this very first mission would be more like, make 2 zealots, and make 4 probes, and then you win, but looks like we actually have access to like higher tier units here right from the get-go. That may be because of the fact that I'm playing the prologue. I'm not sure if maybe the easy mission, like the introductory missions, are gonna be actually the part of the main campaign instead. Doesn't really matter all too much. Don't think I can, by the way, really afford double Robo here, but yeah, it's okay. Can I make, yeah, I can even make a robotics bay as well. Although I like Immortals a lot better. Immortal Archon, of course, one of the gold standard when it comes to unit compositions in StarCraft. Super good. Alrighty, now I need to make sure that I don't get overwhelmed here, right? Kerrigan is gonna continuously make forces, it looks like. I should probably build up units for at least a little bit though, just so I can really, you know, start maneuvering across this map a little bit more confidently. I'm curious to see what kind of unit composition I should end up playing as well, because I don't actually recall a whole lot of like the units in the game. I mean, obviously know all of the units, but I remember, you know, they got like new upgrades and all kinds of other cool things that really do make them a whole lot different. If I'm not mistaken, actually, for example, yeah, the Sentry has got a spell called Shield Recharge. Recharges the shields of friendly Protoss units. So essentially, I got a movable shield battery. That's what I'm trying to say. Which, for obvious reasons, is incredibly powerful. I should probably get some more of those. Because Immortals that don't die while on the move, pretty good. I should probably get +1 armor here as well. Question is, when do I want to move out? Oh my god. Kerrigan! She went for double hive into triple air. Absolutely pathetic. I can't believe we helped her once upon a time. Now, by the way, I'm pretty sure that Zeratul and Kerrigan are technically on good terms right now. Although, you know, it's kind of hard to say whether or not you are ever on good terms, I guess, if you are talking about the Queen of Blades. One day she may end up hating you. Just because you're in her way. Which is unfortunate. Alright, I think I'm gonna... Is she gonna now start reinforcing her forces from right there? I think that may very well be the case, yeah. I think I'm gonna build up forces for just a little bit longer, but then we're gonna go for a move out. Oh, there's actually a push coming up right now. Alright, cool. Yeah, perfect. They are killing my sentries though, which I don't like. Not much I can do to really keep them alive either. Let's go ahead and save at this point and start moving onwards. Very good. I'll also be bringing a probe along. So hopefully I can reinforce without, like, you know, moving through this Zerg attack path. Although so far... Could we kill Kerrigan's base? Actually, that's a terrible spot. Let's make one over there.
Warriors, you are nearing the Zerg's hive cluster.
Okay, I probably shouldn't do this.
Exercise caution.
Kerrigan's not gonna like this. LOL, Kerrigan. I'm just joking, Kerrigan. It was just a prank. Just a prank. Kerrigan's real touchy when it comes to pranks. He doesn't like them. Alright, well, that one bunker definitely did not stand a chance. Actually, you know what? Let's put him forward over here.
Slay the Protoss. Their flesh will serve the master.
I saw some weird voice lines as well on that Viking there earlier. Pretty sure that means that... I don't know. They don't seem to be regular Terran, is what I'm trying to say.
These Terrans' minds have been consumed.
Yeah.
They are slaves to the hybrid.
Okay. I'm a little worried that there's gonna be like another push into my base soon. I'm gonna bring more Immortals across though. Oh, look, there's actually some units here. If more flyers move in here in just a little bit, I do want to make sure that I, you know, I'm defended, I guess. Let's put up like a, I don't know, a photon cannon or two. Probably not a terrible idea. Getting 24 workers to mine resources, or I guess 24 on minerals, is pretty decent. So here's our objective, our main quest objective, that is. So the stationary reactor must survive. Kanga's not even close to that yet.
The Zerg forces will move soon. We must be cautious.
I don't have a lot of flyers remaining anymore. And with a lot, I mean 0.
Tear apart their reactor. The Queen of Blades demands it.
Usually, Immortals aren't that great against Marines, but they seem pretty decent over here so far. Not much I can do though against that single Raven. But here we go.
Thank you. We believed the end was at hand.
What do you know of this facility, Zealot?
The Terrans tortured us, experimented upon our flesh. Most did not survive. I have seen foul work of this nature before, but Narud is dead. Whose hand brought you here? Alas, I know not. Praetor, we wish to join you, to avenge our brothers in arms.
Then ready yourselves, Templar.
I also think Brothers in Arms is a great song. Me and these zealots over here with these really fancy ponytails. Look at that, right?
Warriors, there is another cell ahead. Go forth and claim the vengeance you seek.
Ahead? Oh, it's probably gonna be over here somewhere. I'm not sure. I guess we just have to simply explore. Alright, we should be okay though. I'm getting a lot of Immortals. Maybe I should consider getting a, maybe like, for example, a robotics bay. to spend my resources a little better.
Turrets are warping in. Impossible.
Oh, no way!
They are experimenting with pylon technology. We should eliminate these Terrans and reclaim the pylon for ourselves.
Guys, this is not too great, I'm just saying.
Another wave of Zerg gathers. Avoid them if you can.
This is actually a pretty tricky mission. I assumed this very first mission here would be pretty straightforward, but...
The sword is upon you, Mobius Core. We are a tide of death that does not break.
Alright. Kerrigan doesn't mess around either. Let's get like another couple of gateways here. Because I do seem to find a lot of resources.
Reclaiming the pylon now. It is hard to believe such primitive beasts could manipulate our technology.
Wait, are you... Tell us, are you talking about humans? Are you talking about humans that are... I'm pretty sure she just roasted all of us. My god, can't believe this. Oh, we by the way need to use Chrono Boost a little bit differently once again. It looks like they are gonna continuously deal damage though to our main, so... if they're gonna keep on sending like, I don't know, flyers in, I should probably consider warping in a... I got another pylon over there, but I should probably consider warping in a couple of stalkers here and there. Maybe, yeah, rally a couple of our units here as well, just for defense's sake. A couple of Marauders are now really desperately trying this. I don't know if you want to go there, Mr. Marauder. Seems like a terrible decision. I do have Blink Research as well as Charge, which is nice. So far, so good. Oh man, these guys were torches on and experimented on for years. Turns out it doesn't really matter all too much, because we just immediately demolish them as well. Right? Like they charge forward and die after being experimented on for years. They're probably not all too happy about that, but is that my fault? Well, it probably is actually. Ooh. There's a generator over here.
Begin another assault soon.
Those who side with
Immortals are pretty good, man.
Deserve no mercy. Devour them whole.
Well done.
Oh, okay.
Destroying the bridge control has extended a walkway to our nexus point.
Hey, I really assumed that we would be jumping into the first mission today and that it would be a really straightforward one. Now, obviously I've played a fair share of Protoss. Maybe it's because I selected the brutal difficulty. But, yeah, this is kind of crazy. Maybe we can go ahead and actually just use this probe instead. Make another pylon. I was assuming it would just be a very basic, you know, introductory mission. Oh my, there's a Warhound. Remember when they had those in the campaign or in the multiplayer for a little bit? It was terrible. Where are you guys coming from?
Slaughter the Protoss. Their corpses are still of use.
Hey, there's a base. We can even expand in the very first mission? Very interesting. Alright, we should probably, by the way, make a base in my base. And we should probably also move back, actually, because...
Your time is running short, Zeratul.
Looks like I've got some units headed to our base.
You know as well as I that Amon lives. Slaying his hybrid is a meaningless act. We must awaken the Zelnaga.
I got my units coming back.
To reason the stone and the Zerg. The final cell awaits us, Zeratul. We should delay no longer.
Am I crazy? This is a pretty tricky mission already. Ooh, well, if you kill your own stalkers, it gets even harder. But seriously though. Oh, the last one is all the way over there? Wow, okay. So we do need to get myself, or I do want to get myself the second pylon as well. Pretty sure that's where the Terran we're warping in. That sounds so backwards to say already. Should probably also make a couple of probes over in that newly acquired base. Don't know if I need that many units, to be honest, because so far we seem to be going through this. But seriously, I assumed it would just be maybe some Zealot Stalkers in the first mission. I mean, do you remember the very first campaign episode of StarCraft? StarCraft 1. I believe it was literally build 2 supply depots and make 6 Marines. And if you did that, you obtained a victory. Not entirely sure. Is this where we need to go? Oh my god, I've never seen Micro in this campaign. There we go. Oh my god, are they experimenting on, I don't know, that looks like a corruptor or something. Ugh. Oh man. There's a lurker on the ground as well. A whole bunch of other units. You guys are terrible. You're experimenting on lurkers. Can't believe it, scientists. I'm assuming this is where the bonus objective is at. Although, I don't seem to have any pushes coming in my direction anymore. Ooh, Hunter-Seeker missiles. They're very different these days in SC2. In the multiplayer at least, than they are in the campaign here. But it seems like mechanical units, pretty good at dealing damage. Let's transfer some workers, I suppose. And let us continue onwards. Okay, so there's that pylon over there. Do want to make sure, of course, that I do all of the bonus objectives. I don't really care too much about achievements, by the way. Achievements are going to be something that I pick up after I do all of these missions. So I will be doing those over on the Twitch live stream instead, for those of you interested. I do plan on playing it. Just not going to focus on them during this playthrough. Ooh. Alright. I'm going to need some defenses. Actually just ended up losing my robotics there. Alright. So there's the Zerg or the Terran warping in. There's some Spectres too. Should be able, like, but look at this. This is surprisingly tricky, everything considered, right? Am I crazy?
Both pylons have been returned to our rightful control. Warping in reinforcements now.
Alright.
The swarm prepares to assault Mobius Core's final defenses. We must travel swiftly.
Alright. This should hold for a little
Go
while,
forth
but...
and slaughter. I wish to be done with this already.
Yeah, now that we got 2 bases, I can probably add on a few more gateways. But seriously, this is a pretty tricky mission already. I can now even add a Colossus, also known as a laser giraffe. Because they quite literally shoot, like, you know, lasers out of their eye sockets, which is incredible. If you could please slow down a little, Kerrigan, that'd be great. I'm just saying, man, hypothetically speaking, I wouldn't mind it if you slowed down just a bit. Although I seem to have a pretty large army here too, though. Let us set up a couple of photon cannons once again. Look at me making photon cannons in the campaign already in the very first mission. I know, I feel like I'm like cannon rushing Amon at this point. Anyway, so who's taking control of the facility? We don't know. So we're trying to figure out the homeworld of... I guess not necessarily the homeworld. There's a Colossus, by the way. A laser giraffe. We're trying to figure out where Amon is, I guess, born. So then we might be able to go over there, because it's a final piece of the prophecy. Looks like there's actually a couple more attack waves here before we really have to worry about anything. Let us continue chrono boosting out some units. Don't know if there's gonna be another push coming from this area. Looks like my gases are running low as well, so we can probably put some over there. Very nice. And, well, as soon as the next, like, Zerg army gathers... Yeah, there we go. I think I'm gonna move after they move, because I've got so many units.
Attack. Avoid them, brothers.
I've got so many units here. Got another Colossus just finishing up here.
Minions.
Okay, there he goes.
Target the central reactor.
Or there she goes, I guess.
Go. Destroy.
Alrighty, so here we go. The final objective point. Let us quick save here before we accidentally engage. I kind of want to... I guess I can slow her down. Oh my god, this is a really bad idea. This is not what you're supposed to do, by the way. I'm just saying.
Do not test my patience. Do what you came here to do, but stay out of our way.
I'm totally staying out of your way. I'm just helping you go, you know, prevent these stupid ass... You went four freaking layers. I offer coaching. You should go and head on over to my Patreon page, Kerrigan. You need Zerg coaching, because you're terrible.
Well
Okay.
brothers, but we should avoid the swarm in the future.
I actually just ended up losing quite a bit, though. Do you think I've still got enough to complete this? Well fought. Well fought, he says.
The defenses are growing stronger. Push forward with all our might.
Yo, guys, get over there.
Free. Strike them down.
Oh, man. It's a bunch of hybrids over here. A whole lot of siege tanks as well. I don't have that many army units, actually. Maybe engaging like Kerrigan's army wasn't the smartest. Okay, you guys hang out over there. Don't get distracted. We need to wait for reinforcements.
Be
Alright, so Kerrigan apparently still gathers massive armies, even though, you know, we killed one of her lairs. I guess that's why she gets lairs, right?
Destroy the reactor. Now!
Let's bring some of the boys as well. Couple of the boys. Do you think I've got enough, actually? I'm a little worried that I fought Kerrigan's base. And then, you know, lost more than I was supposed to, and now we're in a terrible spot. Well, at least I'm bringing my tasers. I'm bringing my Zappy boys. The Zappy boys, of course. Hey, by the way, some of you asked Lowko, what do you think of Artanis? Do you think he's great? Do you like him as much as you like Jim Raynor or Sarah Kerrigan? Guys, I'm not gonna lie. His voice lines, pretty cringy. They're pretty, you know, not amazing. Anyway, go ahead. Maybe, though, my playthrough here is gonna finally give me a little bit more respect. Actually, the boys are helping out quite a bit. Still gotta be careful, though. These units are dealing an awful lot of damage. Oh my god, I don't have enough. Alright. I decided to load up my saved game.
Defenses are growing stronger. Push forward with all our might!
Of the moment right before I made that really brilliant decision to engage Kerrigan. Very smart thinking, Lowko. Really well done. Hey, by the way, there are definitely going to be low blind moments throughout this playthrough as well. I'm just warning you in advance. There are going to be moments where I make really dumb mistakes. And you guys get to definitely make fun of me. But just keep in mind that, you know, I'm handling about a billion different things at once while playing through this. But yeah, there's definitely no denying that I am going to make my fair share of mistakes. And you get to definitely make fun of me. For a little bit.
We thank you, brothers.
Lowko difficulty.
The Tal'Darim have been abducting Templar, bringing them to Terran stations, turning us into hybrid.
The Tal'Darim?
Tal'Darim? Those heretics have never ventured so close to our worlds.
This can only be the work of Amon. Templar, where were they holding you? Izel Naga Temple, unlike any I have seen. It was called Eris, but its location was kept a secret from us. Mobius and the Tal'Darim both served under Naruk's command. He would have known the location of this temple.
Okay, find it.
The Atreus system. This is where Amon was reborn. Deep within the Sigma Quadrant, and under Tal'Darim guard.
You have aided me in my quest, Zeratul. I am honor-bound to help you in yours. We shall help you claim this temple.
Alrighty. So actually, for a very first mission, that was a surprisingly tricky one. Right? Like I said, maybe it's because I'm playing the prologue and not technically mission number 1. I do just simply want to play all of the episodes or all of the missions that are available. But there's no denying that this was definitely more tricky than I anticipated. So what we know so far is that apparently even though Duran died, Kerrigan ended up killing him, the Tal'Darim and whatnot are still merging Templar into hybrid? And we obviously have to stop that. We really have to prevent that from happening. Now, I hope that you enjoyed watching this very first episode. If you are new, make sure you hit that like button down below to show your support. But secondly, also make sure to hit that subscribe button and maybe click the little bell even, just so you get notifications as soon as I do upload my next episode. So, like I mentioned, I plan on uploading these every second, third, maybe fourth day or so. So keep an eye out. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, okay? Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.